Aries, welcome back to another video. My name is Brandon Tobias. It's great to have you here on this channel. If you're new to me, this channel is all about helping to give you exact, precise clarity in your current love and life situation. Whether you're dealing with a twin soul or a soulmate or a divine counterpart, this video is here to give you exact, precise clarity from the consciousness of the universe, what I refer to as God, for the highest possible good for you and whoever you are working with in this lifetime. Okay, and the purpose of this as well is so that you can know this divine clarity and live your mission and live the best possible life that you can in this lifetime. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this reading. Aries, this is for Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising, and it is a timeless reading, Aries. So whenever you happen to come across this reading, know that it's a message from God and your angels to you. Let's go ahead and get into it. God, what is it that Aries, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising needs to know in and about their divine love situation at this moment in time and for the highest possible good? Okay, Aries. You may not be surprised when as I say these things, okay? So I'm going to say a few things and you may or may not be surprised. And I want to make it clear really quick. I know I've had a lot of disclaimers, but the way I channel first, so you know where I'm coming from, is I can really feel the energy here, right? So I'm channeling the energy, the messages from God, the universe to you. The cards are meant to be a reflection of the energy I'm feeling, okay? So I'm going to channel those messages and then think of the tarot as like a helpful presentation to understand those messages for me and you, the viewer. So you may not be surprised when I say this, but there's quite a bit of conflict right now going on in the midst of your love situation. This could be in your current relationship. This could be in your connection with your person. Said or unsaid, spoken or unspoken are the key words here for you, Aries. There's a lot of energetic turmoil, ups and downs, kind of like a roller coaster ride you might be going through emotionally or energetically or spiritually when it comes to the situation with your person right now. Okay, so there's a lot of inner conflict between you and them, and between them and you, between you and yourself, and them and their self, if you're dealing with another person, okay, or just within yourself, okay, at this moment in time. By the way, if you want to go deeper after this reading, we'll be going into your person's perspective. So be sure to check the featured products below if that's something you're interested in. This reading will be about the overall situation. Ten of Swords, Eight of Swords. You're wanting to get clarity, like precise clarity. That's what I feel you clicked on this reading for, actually, is you want to get precise clarity on what's happening or why things have happened the way that they've happened. That's the specific question I feel that you're asking. Why, God and the angels? Brandon, please tell me, why did things happen the way they happened in and about this love situation? Why did I have to go through something like this? Or why am I having to go through all this turmoil or this confusion or this roller coaster ride or this upsetness, generally speaking, in and about this love situation? Okay, you want to be done with the blindfold. That's what I see here. As Ten of Swords with the Eight of Swords. You want to be done here and now with the blindfold. I'm going to move myself down here. In love and in life generally, you want to have precise clarity. Okay, you want to know where things are at. You want to know maybe where your person's at. You want to know where you are at. And you want to put an end to the inner turmoil here that seems to be caused by a lack of knowledge, okay, a lack of knowingness or a lack of clarity. Death card is here. I mean, it's not an easy time. The reason why, Aries, is because I say we because I'm an Aries sun myself, we like clarity. Aries likes clarity. Like, that's the number one thing that I feel this sign is, like, it's most important to the sign, right? We are very logical. We're very much run from the head, from the pineal gland up here. And it's like, we want clarity, right? That's why I became a tarot reader, is to help share clarity, because I wanted so much clarity myself. And love is something where you don't always get clarity, right? We don't always get the privilege of having clarity. Clarity is a privilege, and clarity will be given and is given when it's the right time, and only when it's the right time, and not a minute or second before that. And to put an Aries in a situation deeply inside of the unknown without clarity for a period of time, we don't know. For you, it's going to vary, right? Months, years, weeks, days, seconds to put an Aries through any period of time where we don't have any clarity about a situation or it's not clear is torture. Okay. And I see you've been in a situation, or you are in a situation now, where that has been the case. You've been going through a bit of a tormentuous, we can say, a tormentuous period where there's a lack of clarity or defined things that are defined within your love and life situation here. And it looks like to me you're fed up with it and you just don't want to have that anymore. You don't want to have any lack of clarity or understanding about your love situation. You want things to be crystal clear. You want things to be well defined. And I feel like you are evolving to the point where you're not wanting to allow anything in your life that's not crystal clear or well defined, including love and life. And so maybe you are learning to place those boundaries within yourself or learn those particular standards within your relationship life. And take it as it resonates. This could have to do with your love relationship. It could also have to do with your family, your friends, coworkers. Take it as it resonates. Okay. But I feel like any area in your life where there is a lack of clarity or defined truth, right? Or like confirmation is not something you're looking to want to have anymore. Okay. You want things and or people in your life to be crystal clear with where they're at, what they want, which I mean, I feel like you are already clear with what you want, right? But what they want, what you want, and so that things can move forward. Okay. And that feels like the one thing you feel is missing. And that's how it needs to be. I know that sucks. Speaking as an Aries myself, I know that sucks. I know that's frustrating, but that is exactly how things need to be right now in your love life. That's how they're designed to be. That's why God's putting you through this right now, is not to torture you, although it may be tormentuous, but to help you grow into the version of yourself that can live without, for a period of time, of course, not permanently, without that defined clarity or that the definition. Okay. Um, yeah, where things are a little bit ambiguous and challenging because of that, but you're still able to navigate your life despite that. Does that make sense? So God's message to you here right now, Aries, before we continue, is very simple. It's, I put you into this situation, again, not to torment you, although it may seem like that, but so that you could learn to become the version of yourself that is able to thrive and live your life despite that. Okay, despite that, this unknown characteristic, right, or this lack of clarity or definition for you in this area, and this very important area of your life, right? And God is saying, for whatever reason, I don't know why He's not telling me, but He's saying, for whatever reason, that's a very important skill to have. It's a very important trait or skill or characteristic to have, to be able to still live and thrive and be your best self despite having a period of being in the unknown or no clarity or no confirmation or just things being a little bit ambiguous, and you still thriving throughout that. That's a very important skill that I feel is being shown and taught to you. And look at the cards, how they reflect, right? Is Hangman with the Queen of Cups, and it's just a message for you to say, just let this be your signpost for a second, Aries. Is, we know what you're going through, we got you. Hangman and the Queen of Cups. This is a time where you just are here to just hang in there. Just love this moment. Love yourself. Queen of Cups here with the Hangman. Love this moment. Love yourself. Is it uncomfortable, to say the least? Yes. Is it tormentuous at times? Do we not like clarity a lot of the times? For sure. Most Aries, I would say, are like that. But even so, we're saying, the guides and angels, we're saying we're aware of what you're going through, and still we want you to just say, hang in there, love yourself, love this moment. Okay, be grateful for this moment. Anyways, we are aware of what's going on, and it's so that you can learn this lesson. Okay, and learn that you don't always need. Here's a key word that they're channeling for me: is you don't always need precise clarity or confirmation or to know everything in order to move forward. Okay. Let that one sink in. You don't always need precise clarity or to know everything in order for you to move forward. Okay. And that might be something that has held you back a little bit until this moment in time. And that's why we're sharing it with you. Okay, Two of Wands, Three of Wands. So you're definitely looking for your path here. This may be in several areas of life, not just in love. Okay, so take it as it resonates, but you could be looking for the perfect job, the perfect career, starting a business, looking for your passions here. Okay, you're wondering, Two of Wands, Three of Wands, what is the right path to go down, generally speaking, in my life? And I feel this is a bit outside of love. Okay, but just generally speaking, you're going through this period where you don't have clarity in love, so it's forcing you to look at other areas of your life that you're needing some clarity on, right? Which is a good thing. You're actually examining, you're getting an opportunity now in your love and life situation to examine where your life is at, if where you're at is good for you, is making you happy, if you want something different, if you want to be something different, if you want to do something different. And you're kind of, I see you contemplating that quite a bit right now, deciding before you move forward where and how the best way or direction to go here. In one or multiple areas of your life, I see that that's the case. Okay. Now, this is very important. And I promise this is not as depressing as a reading as it seems, despite what the cards are showing. But this point is very important, is that what you need to know, here's what's holding you back. Okay? I'm just going to be straight up with you. In your soul, you believe that you've missed out on love, or that, like, I'm just saying subconsciously, your soul right now, according to who's watching this reading that I'm channeling for, your soul believes that I'm not going to have love. The person that I thought was my person is not my person, or they don't care about me, or they left me behind, or, I'm never going to have my relationship, or the relationship that I know I want in my life, or fill in the blank. Okay. But that's the feeling, the depression. And I'm not saying you're depressed. Okay. But the depressing feeling that it feels like is within your soul that plagues you every time you think or feel into moving forward in a different way. Okay. So if you are, as I can see, most of you are looking at different paths, looking at different opportunities in your life to be able to move forward or to be able to practice in, let's say maybe you want to begin a new workout regimen, or you want to begin, I don't know, a hiking routine, or you want to get good at a certain sport, or you want to, do something other, like a different path, right? Or you want to start a new different type of business. What I see here is it's very hard for you to move forward because in your soul you believe if you do that, that it's just, you have to do that and you've already missed out on your love, right? Like your relationship situation's gone, it's done, it's over, it's never going to come back, or I'm never going to have the right person in my life, or fill in the blank. Okay. And what the guides and angels want to tell you, and what God wants to tell you right now, is that that is the number one biggest fear slash illusion that's eating away at you internally, that's keeping you from living an incredible life in this moment in time. Okay. And we don't say that lightly. We don't want to give you false hope at all. We're saying the illusion, Seven of Cups here, and or the fear or the thought that might be eating away at you, Aries, is one that is not true. Number one. And it is causing you to feel a lack of urgency or a lack of excitement or motivation towards exploring the things in your life generally that you're meant to be exploring or doing right now. Okay. And it's almost like for you, Aries, this is the exact test that you could say God is putting you through, is that it's like, remember that clarity that we were talking about? It's almost like you feel you need that clarity or that confirmation about your relationship life being true, or it's going to come together, or you have that settled down, right? Or you have the knowledge, whatever it is, before you could feel comfortable exploring these other parts of your life, or choosing your path, or building a new part of your life, or whatever it is that you're looking to do next. Okay. But God isn't giving you that clarity yet. God is intentionally keeping that clarity, that precise, logical confirmation clarity. And that because you don't have that, it puts you into this illusion that says that, again, you're never going to have the love situation that you want or wanted, that you're never going to come together with the person that God has for you in this lifetime. And that is the lie. That is the lie that your soul is telling yourself. And I'll tell you why it's telling yourself, because you've probably been through something where you thought that a situation was going to happen or that a person was going to be the one, and it turns out that they weren't, and you were left in the dust, you were disappointed, and that kind of stuck with you, right? And so it's like you don't want to have to, you've already gone through that. I can see, right? You've already gone through that, and it feels like right now you're going through the same thing. It feels like you're going through an exact replica or a very similar situation to what you've already gone through, and that's why it's so depressing. That's why it's so disheartening for you, right? The word is disheartening. It pulls your heart out of your soul because you're like, I can't go through this again. Well, God, why are you putting me through this, right? And so this is the clarity that unfortunately is being kept from you, and hopefully how this reading can help you, because the whole purpose of this is, as we mentioned, you're not getting the clarity so that you can learn to become the version of you that is able to trust. Again, I was going to say something else and they immediately corrected me. I was going to say something completely different. The version of you that is able to trust in your current love and life situation, that it is actually like going exactly as it should, and it's perfectly orchestrated with you in mind. And that word mind, again, was very specific. Okay. We haven't talked about your person yet. So far, this is about you. We may or may not mention what's going on with your person in this reading, just depend what God wants me to do. But if you do want to go deeper, again, we'll have your person exclusively in the extended. So check that out in the featured products below. Okay. But your lesson right now is, yes, to be able to still trust enough in your love and life situation, despite whatever it is you maybe have been put through within that, despite any lack of clarity or confirmation that you really feel you want or need as an Aries, of course, right? This is your reading. And despite all of that, still be able to trust enough to move forward and to go down the path that will allow your life to be incredible in this very moment. Whatever that is for you, that's a specific channeling. So whatever it is that you can do, be, explore, venture into, that you have the opportunity to do right now, do it. Whatever it is that will currently make your life incredible, currently make your life a new adventure. Okay? Here's the key, and alongside this love situation. Okay? It's all about trust. Instead of having that logical clarity and confirmation that has allowed you to thrive for so long, it's what you're good at, by the way, Aries. That's, again, why I became a tarot reader. It's what we're good at. Instead of having that this time, you're going to have to trust with blind faith. And I know that's hard for Aries. I know. Believe me. But that's your lesson. If you can trust and have blind faith right now in the divine, that your relationship life is perfectly where it needs to be, and it is being orchestrated exactly specifically for and with you in mind. Okay, if you can trust in that, it will allow you to move forward in your life in all the ways that will make it incredible in this moment in time. And if you claim that, let me know down in the comments, Aries. Okay, so I want you to also identify, if that exists for you, the areas in your soul that might be telling you this lie, that might be telling you this delusion that, oh, it's not, my love life is never going to come together. It's not going to be what I've always wanted. It's not going to be, I'm never going to have what I've always wanted, all these types of things. And I want you to say, that is a lie. That is not true. That may have happened to me in the past, but that was for the best. Everything that's happened to me so far in my love life, including up until this moment, in this moment right now, has been for me and has been the best things for me. Okay, and has been orchestrated for me to receive the very best. Because now we get to the last card on this row, which is, after going through all of this torment and all of this sadness and all of this craziness, you get to Nine of Cups, Queen of Cups. You get your wish fulfillment. Okay. You get someone else's full heart and devotion, Queen of Cups, with the Nine of Cups. Because guess what? This whole time, you twin souls out there, I'm looking at you. Even though I've been addressing you, I'm also talking about your person. Okay? I'm also talking about your person because you and your person are one. So this is also your person. This is also your person delivering their full heart, delivering their full soul to you in a way that is your Nine of Cups wish fulfillment, in the way that you've always imagined, wanted, and have been growing to be able to receive in this lifetime. It's been your lesson to learn to receive all of the love that someone can provide back to you for all that you give to them and to the world, generally speaking. And that is exactly what God is orchestrating for you right now, Aries. Sun, Moon, Venus, rising. I'm looking at you. Talk about God. Judgment is out. Emperor, Hermit. Okay. This is going to be now bringing up your person. So that's what I feel. Is that someone here in your life, whoever this is for you, has decided that you are their person. You are their king or queen, whatever it is that you resonate with. Judgment with the Emperor, with the Hermit. This person may not have shown you this yet, may not have told you this yet, may not have even, may have no idea about this, right? Because I see Hermit card with the Seven of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. This is about your person, this last row. That your person has been with themselves, just with themselves, just sitting with themselves, examining all parts of themselves, Seven of Pentacles with the Four of Pentacles, and just holding on. Just holding on to everything they want to say, everything they're feeling, everything that is true for them. But behind the scenes, and this is what God is allowing me to share with you right now, and we'll share more in the extended because it will be about them. But this person has behind the scenes, what I can see, decided that you are the one. Judgment with the Emperor to the Hermit. Without saying anything, without doing anything, without, announcing this. I don't feel like they've announced it or anything like that. But this is what they've internally decided for themselves. Hermit card with the Judgment, Emperor. About you. That's you. That's you. This is your card, your reading. And also how Seven of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, how much they have taken you for granted. How much they literally could not see about you that is perfect for them, that is and was perfect for them. Always, has always been, since the moment that they met you. Seven of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. And it's taken them a lot of time, okay? It may have taken them, depending on who's watching, right? It's taken them a lot of time to come to this realization, but that's the realization that they've arrived at after going through the efforts to examine every part of themselves within and to get the real truth from themselves about this situation. And that's what your person needed if you're dealing with the person here, or if you're in a relationship with the person, right? Your person has been going through this need to be by themselves, to self-examine every part of them, to decide what you are to them, and to not even to decide, just to realize what you are to them, but also to internally decide that you are their emperor, you are their person. Okay. That's what I see here is going on. If you're wondering a bit about your person here, if you do have a person involved with you, okay. If you're not involved with a person, that's okay. Or there's no one here on your heart. You could take this as you realizing how incredible you are too. And it's also going to be, we're again speaking through all the energies, right? Because the only reason your person's realized this is because you've realized it about you. Okay? So this is also about you, and it's about your person. Again, I do lead the twin souls. Okay? I lead the twin soul collective here. So it always comes back to me in that way. But that's what's happening with your person, and that's happened because of you. You have decided that you are worth it. You have decided you are incredible and amazing, and you may have held that love and appreciation, respect for yourself back for the longest time. Even though you are so incredible, you are so generous, you are so loving, you give, right? And you have a hard time receiving, right? That's you. So you had to realize that first. And then it's the moment you realize that, here's your person deciding that very same thing because you and them are one. See how that works? Page of Wands here with the Page of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. So you and your person, it's now joint, are in this place where you are really deciding exactly how and where to commit. Exactly where and how you need to commit to yourself in order to be able to move forward. Okay? It's like, where do I want what is best for me here to commit in this next part of my life in order to be able to move forward in the best possible way, shape, and form. Okay? In love and in life, generally speaking. This is the place that both you and your person are in right now, as you're taking a lot of time, as we mentioned, to examine this. You're taking a lot of time to really feel into the different possibilities of where and how to be able to move forward and in the best way and how to do it. Okay, for your person, it's really more of, what is it I'm needing and going to say here in the situation to you, or to communicate their thoughts, their feelings, their commitment, their urge, their desire, and their urgency to commit to you in the situation. They spent a lot of time thinking about that specifically, is how they want and how they need to commit themselves to be with you in this situation. Okay, Page of Wands with the page of Swords here, the Knight of Pentacles, and even more specifically, how to communicate those words, how to communicate those thoughts and those actions. Okay, and this mirrors you in a way that you are perhaps taking a lot of time with yourself to decide your direction. Two of Wands, Three of Wands, how you want to commit your time and your energy right now. Maybe this could be also your message for the world, or what you want to communicate, what you want to portray, what you're here to share, okay, and where you want to commit your energy to and devote your time to at this moment in time. Okay, let's clarify a little bit. Let's clarify the Five of Wands here. Good. We have the Moon card, Nine of Pentacles, and Six of Pentacles. Okay. The biggest conflict right now that you might have in your heart, Aries, the thing that I see that's kind of tearing you apart a little bit, okay, in this particular moment, in this particular reading, is the version of you that just wants or cares about your success, which is important to you. Okay, Nine of Pentacles here. And the version of you that just wants or feels they're able to provide for others or for the world in a way that's sustainable. Okay. This is a tough one to kind of feel into and really figure out. And it's with the Moon card here. So it's really deep, the really deep one here. So I'm reaching really deep here, okay, in this particular moment to see the subconscious conflict that may be within you as you watch this video. But there's a conflict between your ability or your need to be successful, between that, separate from or in conflict to your ability to and desire to provide, just provide from yourself, from your natural self to the world in a way that you are maybe naturally suited to do. And so let me ground this down into a more tangible example, let's say that you're like a lawyer or something like that, right? You have a very practical, stable, successful career, or maybe you've studied in a certain field, or even you could be a doctor or something like that. And so on the one hand, it's like you took that path and you may want to continue that path for its success, right? Because, you feel good, it's successful, people look at you in a certain way, right? There's that whole thing, which is valid. But then the other part of you, it's like you feel like there's another part of you, another side of you that has so much more to give and wants to give, maybe more from your heart to the world and to others. And, but you're not sure if you should maybe go that route because maybe it'll look weird. Maybe you'll go from being a lawyer to a spiritual healer or a channeler or something like that. And that'll become more of your identity. And then you'll be like, well, who am I now? Right? People will be like, who is this person now? That's what I see. That's what I see the real other side conflict is within you right now, Aries, is how do you navigate your path? Okay. Like what you're here to give and do and what you want to give and do, what you have to be able to give and do versus success, because both play a role and both are important. But here's what I'm going to tell you. Yeah, and this is one thing that is really coming through very strongly, probably for myself too, is that apart from quote unquote success, like what you think or what society thinks or believes is success, which is its own thing, it's valid in certain ways. Okay, apart from that, whatever it is that you also naturally have to give or provide or desire to do that's outside of that other field or that other path, whatever that is, so long as it's there and real within you, it will and can and naturally has the capacity also to be more successful in the long run, or even in the short to medium term run, than whatever image of success that this is representing that I'm feeling for you. Okay, so to ground that down again, it's like, well, if let's say you're a lawyer and you have this hidden capacity to be a spiritual healer, for instance, and that's more of something you have a desire to be, or maybe you want to be a speaker, or you want to be something that you have a desire to have or be or do that comes naturally that you can provide in abundance. That path, whether you realize it right now or not, and whatever society says about that or not, has a higher capacity of success to actually surpass that other field that we're talking about than the original field had in itself. Meaning the other path, the abundance path here, will eventually and can eventually result in more money, more quote unquote respect or status, if that's something that's important to you in society, and also more impact and influence, okay, over and within the world. And we know at this time that it may not seem like that, right? Many of you may say, even in the comments, like that's a load of crock, Brandon, because obviously people respect being a lawyer more than a spiritual healer, you might say. And what I would say is that the world is changing in a way to where we as a human society and as a world are beginning to actually love and respect those who are being true to themselves, more so than people who are just having a job or a position of status or influence because of, ego or societal standards of success. And I'm sure you can look at this in your own life and look at many people who maybe you used to look up to or people used to look up to, and because of their high positions in society, and say, well, what the heck, I respect that person less than the the YouTuber or the video creator on Twitch who's just doing what they are, right? And they're being here, and also that person's probably making more money, right? Then, so it's a change. My point is here, and the guides and God's point is, it's a changing world, and now's the time to be able to make that switch, okay, and that transition from the success, like going after something for success alone, into more of what you are, and then knowing and trusting, again, is that word trusting, without the logical confirmation that that's going to indeed also result, that's what God is telling you now, in more success and more of the things that you thought this other path would have given to you. So anyways, let's ground this down, and you can pause the video if you want to, or you don't have to, and just feel into what is that for you, and you can share a comment below if you want, like, what is that path for you? What does that represent? What do you naturally have within you that you can share, that's effortless, that you may not know how it can make money or result in a higher position in society generally, or of influence or impact, whatever it is you're going for, but you can say, well, it's within me, so I guess God is saying that it can result in that. So how do I get started? Okay. And that is something, by the way, if any of you are interested, that I'm likely going to be teaching about, because that's been my path too. But that's the message for you right now. That's for you watching, is it's okay. It's okay. You can make that transition. You can make that switch. You're going to have to trust for sure. But God is saying, as long as you trust in that, and it's from you, and it's something you can provide naturally, and you want to provide it naturally, and it comes easy to you, it will in time result in more success or money or stability, whatever it is you're looking for, that this old career path took for you, than that old career path itself. Okay, very specific and long-winded message, but that's what they want you to know. All right, let's final three this reading here, God. So what is the final message here for this particular reading? Which is that your love situation, Aries, whether you realize it or not, if you've made it all the way through to the end of this reading, congratulations, because you would have missed the best part, which is you doing all this hard work for what, you might say. What am I doing this hard work for? For your love situation on wheels to be shared with you. For your love situation, 10 of Cups on wheels, chariot coming to you with the clarity that you're this whole reading, the end clarity that you've been looking for, Ace of Swords, comes through at the end. All of it comes through at the end. That's what's coming for you. The final message of this reading is the clarity and the words that you are waiting for, or looking for, or you want or feel so badly right now, that you're asking God, like, where is this clarity? Where are these words of confirmation? That everything, my intuition is screaming this, but I just don't have the logical clarity, and it's driving me as an Aries insane. That's what you get at the very end. So long as you continue, so long as you trust in God, so long as you begin that path, if you go, allow yourself, because of this God's message for you right now, if you feel it is true in your soul, commit to this, to just begin your path, make your life amazing right now. Start down that path of providing for people, providing for others in a way that naturally comes to you. And over time, allow the way for money, success, or stability to be generated through that, if you are indeed looking for that. If you're not, and it doesn't matter to you, all good. But if you are looking for something to replace that old career path, the lawyer to spiritual channeler, okay, start doing it. And even if it's just a hunch, even if it's just an idea that you had, like, oh, I'd probably be really good at this, or I've done this for my friends before. That's how this channel started, right? Is I just started doing astrology readings for my friends, and then eventually tarot readings, and it's just like, oh, I just do this for people, and it became what it is today. So, now's your time. Okay, now's your opportunity, Aries. Now's your time to start those things. Begin, ask yourself the question, what can I do or be, where can I go now to just make my life incredible as it is in this moment, despite any of the circumstances, despite any of the lack of confirmation or clarity I might have, despite this reading. What can I do now to make my life incredible as it is? Okay. And let me commit myself to doing those things because that's what I have control over. And to know that if I trust that everything that is for me, the love situation and the person and the confirmation and the path that I've been wanting and that I know is for me in this lifetime will come for me, will come to you, Aries. Okay. So it is about trust. It's about patience. It's about confirmation and a lack of confirmation, and knowing that so long as you trust, all will be well. So long as you trust and open yourself to receive, you will be delivered everything you want and more in this lifetime. It is your birthright. Aries, I love you so much. Thanks so much for watching this reading. We will be going deeper in a moment into your person's perspective. So if you are in a relationship right now, like physically in a relationship, or if you're in a connection, spiritual connection, twin soul, soulmate, whatever it is, and you want clarity right now, as in-depth as this was, about your person's perspective, what they're feeling, what they want to tell you right now, what they're going through, what God needs you to know about their current state in this moment in time, the extended reading is for you. So check that out in the description box below or in the featured products. If you love this reading and want more of it, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and leave your experience in the comments below. I love you so much, Aries. I'll see you in the extended or on the next one. Bye for now.